All right, so I'm back. Let's start this story off way from the beginning. Let's get into this. Sink your teeth into this. And if I don't finish it out here, I'm going to continue it on my lesson, which is called Fort Judah. I don't think we're going to finish it out here. Let's go Genesis 4:1. Genesis 4:1. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, meaning he had sex, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And Cain means dagger or spear. And she again, omen, your name means what you're going to be doing on earth. And she again bare his brother Abel, which Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tilter of the ground. And in process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord, and Abel he also brought of the firstling of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering, but unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance failed. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted? And if thou does not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain walked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. Right, because he didn't like his brother, so he killed his brother. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know it not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother blood crieth unto me, which I was telling the Edomite there earlier. To me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which has opened her mouth to receive thy brother blood from thy hand. When thou tookest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from the face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond on the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any find of him should kill him. Right, and what's that mark? It's called leprosy. It's their blood show translucent through their skin. They have no melanin. That's the Edomite, Caucasian, white cave dweller of today. This is what the scripture's saying, and that's why he couldn't take it. That's why he hid himself behind names as Caucasian, white, European, any other thing except what the Bible said he was. He was an Edomite. So Cain knew through his father that they was given the law, statutes, and commandments on what to sacrifice, and he did it. He automatically did what he wanted to do. Even though his father brought him up and they had counsel and they understood what to do and what not to do. Jumping the short term. Let's get it. That's why they took this out the Bible. So you can't understand stuff like this. This Ecclesiasticus 17:1. Because it ain't no just mystery like man was just apes and monkeys and cave people and bent over. No. Esau got done like that. But this Ecclesiastes 17:1. The Lord created man of the earth and turned him into it again. He gave them few days in a short time and power also over the things therein. He endured them with strength by themselves and made them according to his image, and put the fear of man upon all flesh, and gave them dominion over the beasts and fowls. They received the use of the 5 operations of the Lord, and in 6th place he imparted them understanding, and in 7 speech and interpreting of the contraries thereof. See that? That means that if I'm speaking to you, you're understanding through your 6th and 7th sense what I'm saying. That's what gives you the reason to answer my question. That's why when people go crazy, that 6th and 7th sense get taken away from them, and they do what you call a lot of babbling. And you be like, what is they trying to say? They not putting anything together that makes sense. That's what that has been all this time. They received the use of the 5 operation of the Lord, and in the 6th place he imparted them understanding, and in the 7th speech and interpreting of the contraries thereof. Counsel and a tongue and eyes and ears, and a heart gave he them to understand. Which that's what Esau didn't bust y'all back down to 5 senses, like an animal. But animal got something over y'all. It's called instinct. Wherewith he filled them with the knowledge of understanding and showed them good and evil. And this is talking about Cain. This is talking about the Adamites, Adam and Eve, and their kids that they had. So they was given the understanding on what the Lord wanted with sacrifice and so forth. But Cain decided to do what he wanted, which is you Edomites. Understanding and showed them good and evil. He set his eyes upon their heart that they might show them the greatness of his work. He gave them the glory of, that's it. Because I ain't going to get into who the Adamites is and so forth, because y'all ain't going to understand it anyway. But the point of the matter is, Cain did what he wanted to do, even though his parents taught him on what to do. And he was mad and jealous of his brother, wanted to kill his brother. See, because I'm going to show you who Cain is today. All right. Let's go Genesis 4 and 8. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? Now why did he say that? Because reincarnation, they came back as Esau and Jacob. Let's get that 1 John 3 and 4. 1 John 3 and 4. Whosoever committed sin transgresses also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. And ye know that he was manifest to take away our sins, talking about Yahushua, and in him is no sin. Whosoever abideth in him sinneth not. Whosoever sinneth has not seen him, neither know of him. Little children, let no man deceive you. He that does righteousness is righteous, even as he is righteous. He that committeth sin is of the devil. See that? That's these Edomites. For the devil sinned from the beginning. See that? And who was that? That was Cain. For this purpose, the Son of God was manifested, that they might destroy the works of the devil. Right, the devil means to deceive. Because who put that painting up that Christ was a European white person? Caucasian white folks did. So now the Son being manifested out of 12 tribes of Israel. And I'm here to manifest that Yahushua is his name. He spoke Hebrew and he looked just like me. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to destroy the lives of Satan. Which who is Satan? These Caucasian white folks. The devil, the deceivers. He that committeth sin is of the devil, for the devil sinned from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of God was manifested, that they might destroy the works of the devil. Whosoever is born of God does not commit sin, for his seed remaineth in him, and he cannot sin, because he is born of God. Right. So it's time to actually come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, and to have all that washed away from you, and don't continue in it no more. Now let's keep going. In this the children of God are manifested, and the children of the devil. See that? Now we finding out who are these Caucasian white folk. They the children of Satan. They the children of Edom in the Bible. That's why they stayed as far away from Edom as possible. They want to be everybody in history except who they really are. Okay, and this the children of God are manifested, and the children of the devil. Whosoever does not righteousness is not of God, neither he that loveth not his brother. For this is the message that ye have heard from the beginning, that we shall love one another, not as Cain. See that? Because that's what they have, the manifestation of their forefather that's reincarnated, which was Cain, which they came back as Edom. But you notice Cain and Edom got the same story, which I'm going to read it to you. Not as Cain, who as of the wicked one, see that? Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, see that? So Cain was of that wicked one. Now let me show you something. Because Alexandria, Antiochus Epiphanes was called what? That wicked one. So let me show it to you. This is hold on, let me hold my point. Let me get that real quick. Not that one. Hold on, let me show you that wicked one real quick. I'm going the wrong way, I know. Should have did that Obadiah, but not that ain't going on now. Okay, this Malachi 1:1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? That's why Cain did the same thing. When he said, what? Am I my brother's keeper? That's because Cain was reincarnated who? Edom. Because it said Cain was what? Of that wicked one. Now I'm finna read to you that Edom is called that wicked one. Same people doing the same thing. They never changed. From the beginning of time. It's written in the book. I have loved you, said the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said the Lord, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountain of his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Wherein Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return. Because remember, Cain was what? Chased out of the world. Same thing. Reincarnation is true in the Bible. Wherein Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. Hey, so what am I getting to? What I'm getting to is Cain is Edom reincarnated, which is the forefather of who? All the Europeans of the earth. They still got the mark on it. Y'all see them? Move out the way a little bit. They shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. See that? So y'all finna get it for what y'all have done. That's why I read earlier that Ecclesiastes 8, 11, and 12. Though a sinner do what? Sin 1,000 times, it's set in his heart that he can keep doing these things. That's why today Trump is doing the same thing and manifesting the wickedness of you Edomites. Y'all hatred towards y'all brother Jacob. But let's keep going. This 1 John 3 and I'm gonna start at 12. Not as Cain, who was one of the wicked one, who slew his brother, and wherefore slew he him, because his own works were evil, and his brother's righteousness. Right, because Ecclesiastes 17 and 1 told you what? That Adam and Eve taught their kids, Cain and Abel, what to do and what was sinning and what was righteousness. But Cain took it upon himself to do what? Do what he wanted to do, and then got mad at his brother, which is today walking around the blacks, Latins, and Native Americans, but they don't even know, and kill his brother. That's why when the blessing came and Jacob took Esau's blessing, what did he vow in his heart? Yet this day shall I kill my brother. He vowed it back then. So today, if you want to understand why you have these Ku Klux Klan police officers shooting black unarmed men in the back, now you understand why. Because it's Esau, Cain, reincarnated, doing what his forefather always been doing. Which, matter of fact, let me jump and get there, because I'm getting a little excited, and y'all might say I'm going a little too far. No, I'm not going further enough. Just let's get that. Let's get that. This hold on. Let me get that real quick. I don't want to let that John go. I'm trying to hold on to that John boy. Hold on, is it this one? No, it's this one. That's why my book all tore up. Let me show y'all where he vowed in his heart that he's gonna slay his brother. See, this strife, this fight, go way back. Yeah, it is right here. This Genesis 27, and I'm gonna start at 37. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for service, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. So y'all living in y'all kingdom of heaven right now. So if you want to know why they all in the Bahamas, why they in South Africa, they got the best, what's his name? Richard Branson, that own Virgin Mobile. If you want to know why he owned all them Virgin Islands, because his forefather was given, which is Esau, the fatness of the earth. That's why. Y'all going there for a vacation, he owned it. And he happened to be an Edomite, by the way. And they say, fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. Meaning that the European Caucasian cave dweller system or power, they was going to run all space. That's why you can't put